Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. Happy Hump Day. We are on episode 22. So before I get into the episode, what it's about, all of that, let me just go ahead and say that I hope you guys had a wonderful and safe Halloween. Also, that it is November 1st, which means that it is the best month of all because it's my birthday month and I will be 30. Time for my bones to be cracking and everything, which they already are, but still. Yes, so I will be counting down every single episode. My birthday is in 19 days. So yes. So let's get on into this episode. And we do have a special guest. So I'm going to let our special guest introduce himself. You can go ahead.
This is Trey, a.k.a. Uncle Elroy.
Lord.
Y'all know me from the last episode. We here.
Okay, so the topic is, how do you feel, or do you feel the need to meet your baby mother or baby father's partner, seeing that they will be around your child, or do you not think that is that important?
It's very important for me. I'm going to just go ahead and jump into this. It's very important for me because I need to know who my child is being around, first and foremost. Now, I'm not FBI, I'm not DEA, I'm not CIA, I'm not none of that. But at the same time, I will do whatever is necessary to find out who you are because you are around my child. Now, the reason why I say this is because I used to be a corrections officer. And
oh yeah, you did. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So I used to be a corrections officer, and throughout that whole prison, you just never know who anybody is. You never know what they are, what they've done, what their background, anything. Now, even in the prison system, it's the same thing. You never know what these people have done. You could be walking around rapists. You could be walking around child molesters. You could be walking around murderers. You could be walking around cannibalists. All of it. You just can be walking around anything. And I've definitely walked amongst them. And there were a lot. When I say a lot, I really mean a lot of child molesters. And that's something that I do not condone. Granted, I'm not for all the murderers and killers and robbers and stealers. I'm not for that either. But one thing I do not condone, and I say this with all heaviness in my heart, I do not condone child molesters. And it's crazy because while I was a officer in the corrections, I was a transport officer, meaning I took the inmates to and from their doctor's appointments, to and from different institutions, and I went up and down the state of Florida. And whenever we go out, we always have to have a face sheet. The face sheet tells us everything. It tells us what custody level they are. It tells us what they did. It tells us when they were incarcerated, how long they got to go before they're free. It tells us everything. Mm-hmm. And when I started looking on that face sheet and looking at what you did, and it says lewd and lascivious, less than 12 years old, oh nah. Mm-mm. Or it says child molester, less than 12, or less than 16, or less than whatever. No. Mm-mm. We don't. Me and my partner that was with me, we didn't talk to them. We did the minimum. And I say this with all heaviness in my heart because that is something I do not play about. When it came to my child, when it comes to my child, period, I don't play. When it comes to whomever child I'm if I decide to, be with someone, they have children and I claim them as my own, I don't care who they are. They're children. They have to be able to grow up. Stuff like that. When stuff like that happens to them, it's definitely PTSD. Mm-hmm. It's definitely PTSD, and it's something that they get scarred for life, and it messes them up mentally. It messes them up really mentally. I've met a couple people who has been, I guess, molested as a child, and it really messed them up mentally to the point where if you really, fellas, if you really date a woman and she's comfortable enough to tell you this, because she's not going to just tell you this all out of the blue. No woman is going to do that. But when you get her in a comfortable place for her to vent to you, for her to tell you what's been going on in her life, and she tells you that, you have to treat her with caution. Caution. I mean, like a delicate rose.
Give me an example.
Meaning, if a woman's been molested, you can't just grab her and be like, hey, listen to me. No. You have to fragile with her. She's fragile. She can break at any minute. Now, that's either a good thing. No, there's nothing good about that. That's either a bad thing. When I say really bad, I mean either she'll cry, which is the bad thing, or a really bad thing, meaning she goes into fight mode. Meaning how although she was a child when she got molested, she can't really fight when she was a child. But because she's older, she can really put some muscle into it now. Grab whatever it is, poking your eyes out, kicking your balls. Yeah, it gets heavy. Mm-hmm. It gets heavy because that's a trigger for her. That's a real bad trigger for her. That's something that she will always carry with her. So you have to treat her delicately. You have to make sure that she's understood. Make sure that she's heard. Because maybe when she was a kid, maybe her mother didn't believe her when the mother's man touched her or something like that. So make sure she's heard. Make sure she's understood. Make sure she could really not believe in you, but can really confide in you. Because she's gone through plenty of men, and she could not confide in them. She could not tell them that deep, dark secret, or something that she's been holding on to. It's something that it's been on her shoulders for umpteen years. Mm-hmm. So you have to really treat her delicately. And that's something that I take serious. That's something so being able to meet the child's, being able to meet that, if you're dating somebody and you meet and they have their child, I believe that you should definitely meet with their other custodial parent. Definitely.
Okay.
Want to see what you're about. They
so,
want to be able to.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go. Go ahead.
So, what if you want to meet the man or the person, but your child's mother doesn't want you to? Then what?
Oh no, I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is me. This might not be everybody, but this is definitely me. If she don't want me to meet her man, I'm going around there and I'm seeing him anyway. Meaning, like, I'm not finna just jump out, but I'm gonna be on the side like I'm FBI or something and seeing who walking in the house. At least get a face of him. So if I ever see him on the street, I could be able to go to him myself.
Okay, so you would still make an effort to try to speak with him, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
And how would you approach your child's mother as far as letting her know that you want to meet the man that's going to be around your child?
I would definitely tell her how I feel. I would say, hey, there's definitely no bad blood or anything like that. I just want to understand whom it is that's going to be around my daughter. You know, and I want her to understand that it's just for my comfortability.
Okay.
Because if the tables were turned and I had a woman around my daughter, she'd want to know the same thing. I'm quite sure she would. So it's to the point where I'm like, okay, well, if I don't have to have a conversation with him now, but let me just meet him, shake his hand. I think that's the manly thing to do.
Okay, now what if she is okay with you meeting him, but he is not okay with meeting you? Like, he feels like he doesn't need to meet you.
Oh, you're going to meet me one way or another, but you're going to meet me one way or another.
Okay.
That's just the bottom line.
So if you all did meet, do you feel like you would want your child's mother to be there when y'all meet? Or do you feel like you would rather it just be you two? Or it doesn't matter?
I would rather it be just me and him, you know, talk man to man.
Why?
Because I'm worried about my daughter. I'm not worried about his relationship, what him and her got going on. All I want to know is, I just want to let him know what I expect around my daughter, because I'm active around my daughter. Don't get it twisted. I'm not one of these guys that's just, oh, my daughter, da-da-da. No, I'm active with my daughter. I do take my daughter. I do make sure I see her. I do spend time with her. I do take the time out to talk with her, to call her every day. And I do what I can for my daughter. Although, like, you know, me and her mom had some, you know, little issues here and there. But all in all, we do have a healthy co-parent. We do. But if it's at a point where I'm talking to him, I just want him to know what I expect. What I expect from him. What I expect from my daughter. You know, because it's not a one-way street. You know what I'm saying? I expect if he do ask something of her, whether it be something that her mom asks or something as small as, hey, can you hand me this, that she understands he is an adult. But to the consensual mind of if it's right to do that or not. If it's right for a minor to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not telling you, tell my daughter go bathe or go do this or do that. Let her mom handle that. Let her mama handle that.
Okay, so now that we are on that topic, let's just say the mom does not feel the same way that you do when it comes to that, because she feels like, let's just say, he's been around 2 years now. Let's just say 2 years. And you might feel like you just said, as far as bathing goes, but the mom does not feel that way. She feels like this is her stepdad, you know, he is a major part of her life. He should be able to do that and take care of that with no problem. How would you approach that situation, seeing that you two don't agree?
Well, let's say, like you said, it's been 2 years or whatnot. Within those 2 years, we've been meeting, me and him. I'm not saying this has actually happened, but I'm just saying within those 2 years, we should have at least met 20 plus times. At least, I would say 50 plus times we should at least met. and conversate. And we ain't trying to be buddy buddy, but it's just one of those things where I'm just checking in. How's everything? You all right? You good? And same thing goes talking to my daughter. I'm just checking in. How's everything? You all right? You good? And ask them between, hey, has she been giving you problems? And if you have any problems that she been giving them, I fix them. Hey, ask same thing with her. Hey, has he been giving you problems? If she have any problems, I go and talk to him. I fix them. And it won't be but of course, when it becomes like, well, okay, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's not really telling her to do it, but if it becomes to a point where my daughter is stinking and she needs to take a bath, first of all, she should know to go and bathe. But if her mom's not telling her and he decides to tell her, make sure you tell her in a way where it's understandable, my guy. Like, hey, don't you think you should go and take a shower? I would allow that. I'll allow that. Tell her once. That's all it should take. If she don't want to do it, you call me. I give you my personal number. You call me. You let me know, and I'll take care of that. Just little things like that. But
okay, so So this goes into something else. I'm gonna just tie it all into this episode.
Okay.
So you are not okay with him disciplining your child?
Discipline? No. Mm-mm. Let me discipline. Let her mama discipline.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people have this issue and they butt heads and disagree. Mm-hmm. So let's just say she's like, again, this is her, you are her, would you be her father?
Mm-hmm.
And because, some people be like, you're her father, he's her dad, So
right.
He's her dad, so he can discipline her because, again, he's her dad. He's here. How would y'all go about that?
Nah, with me, he just let her.
Oh, gosh.
He just let her.
Does it matter if they're married? Or again,
if they're married, he's married to her.
But
he still let her.
Roommate. So
exactly.
So he is not allowed to discipline at all.
No, not at all. Now, no. Even now, I was gonna say, even if she gets out of hand, that's when you contact me. You let me do that. If her mama can't handle her, I'm definitely gonna handle her.
Okay, so I agree with you on the no. Okay, so when I say they can't discipline, of course you mean in a physical way, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not only that. No, not only that. Don't take nothing away from her. Don't put her in no punishment because that's not your place.
Really?
That's not your place. No. Really. Yes, really. That's not your place to do that.
Okay, so I'm kind of like 50-50 with you now. Of course, but I agree with the disciplining part because I wouldn't want nobody else like physically hitting my child. Like, don't do that.
Right.
Now, as far as taking things away, the things that are being taken away doesn't matter if you bought them or if he bought them, or don't take anything away, period.
Don't take nothing away. Let her mother deal with that. Let her father deal with that, because that's a form of discipline. No matter if it's physical, no matter if it's taking things away, no matter if it's turning off her TV. Let the custodial parents deal with that.
Okay, so
because then that makes it, when you have one thing, it goes from one thing to another. Meaning, if he says, "Oh, well, I took away her tablet and I told her she can't turn on her TV," and then that's going to eventually lead to trying to whoop her ass. Like, no, you can't touch her, because if you touch her, you getting touched. I'll just keep it real.
Okay, so let's just say, if, because some kids feel like, since they know that they cannot be disciplined by this person, and they know that they cannot be touched by this, I'm going to just say discipline, I'm not going to say touched. They cannot be disciplined by this person. They purposely act out because they know that this person cannot do anything to them. And I don't like those kids. I really don't. Not saying that, that's not your situation at all. But I don't like them kids. I feel like if I am your woman and I am a stepmom to your kids, I deserve some level, like, I should be able to do something. Now, I don't have to whoop your kids, I don't have to whoop them. I can leave that to you. But I feel like I should be able to do something here, because your child is not going to be disrespectful to me. And then it's like, oh, well, I know that you can't do anything, so I can just act like this till my dad gets home. No, that's not going to work with me, because I feel like eventually I'm going to be gone. I'm not going to be there. And I don't really see anybody that can't really be a parent or a step parent to this child. I don't see them sticking around long. Unless your child is very respectful, which I can't do disrespectful kids anyway. But I can't. I don't see it working. Because I feel, and that goes into, you have one time to tell me that I am not your mom, so I can't tell you what to do. And your dad better check the hell out of you when you say it. Because if he does not do that, I'm gone. Because you already feel like I can't tell you anything. And if your dad does not check you, it's going to continue. You're going to feel like, oh, well, my dad didn't say anything. So, no, I'm gone. I don't care if the ring is on my finger. I'm gone. But
what?
I'm still 50-50 with you. Okay, so how would you feel if you were in that let's just say you didn't have, well, you can still have kids, a daughter. So let's just say you were a stepdad and the child would you feel comfortable having to run to your woman all the time about her kids?
No, I would hate it. Because she should already know, like, how I feel. Like, come on, I've told you I don't like what's going on. The kids they're just, I don't like that. But the thing about, also, what I was trying to tell you, what I was going to add to you was, when it comes to kids being bad, that is a reflection of the parents. That's a reflection of the parents and their parenting tips. Now, my child gonna be respectful. No matter who, no matter what. My child is always gonna be respectful. But when I've had some. I have one. I have one relationship. I stopped talking to this girl because her son was so bad.
Story time.
Yes, it is story time. So, this girl, first of all, she was. I met her off a dating site, same dating site, right? And
I'm gonna need to know what app this is when we get off of here.
oh, nah, no problem. So after, like, we exchange numbers and stuff like that, and this girl first of all, she like 5'11", almost 6 feet. You might as well just say 6 feet.
She's taller than you.
Yeah, so she's tall. She's nice and tall. And she thought I was at least 6 feet. She was like, "Oh, you look taller." I was like, "No, baby, I'm 5'9". Like, she was like, "Oh, you look." So she proceeded to talk with me. Okay, cool. And this girl, I don't know, man. I don't know. She was cool. Don't get me wrong, but it was more of a like a. What's going on with you? And then I met her son.
How old was he?
I met her son. Oh, he 5 years old at this time.
Oh, they be bad.
5. And bad as hell. Oh my God. When I say bad, I just wanted to thump him while she was looking.
Oh, you just made me think about something, but go ahead.
I really wanted to thump him. Why? Because it's like he wouldn't listen to her. I wasn't saying nothing because it's not my child, but I'm looking at her like, is you going to say something? You know what I'm saying?
So would you say that y'all were dating, or this was your girlfriend?
No, we was dating. Definitely dating.
Okay, dating. Okay, I had to remember what dating was to you. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She wasn't my girl. We was just dating.
Okay.
And
Okay, how long? Because you met her child. So how long? Well, y'all just dating.
Yeah, we was just dating.
Okay.
It was.
I keep confusing it with mine.
Yeah, it was about 4 months, 4 or 5 months. It wasn't long.
Okay.
And I met her mom, her dad, everybody. I met her sister.
And you want her man?
Huh?
And you were not her man?
No.
So my question was, were you like talking to other people at the time, like dating other people?
Well, I mean, no, at that time I wasn't.
Okay.
It was intentional dating, but it was monogamous.
Because I'm like, you done met the family?
Yeah, it was monogamous, meaning I wanted her to be mine. I have no problem. But we wasn't on the same level. And the reason why we wasn't on the same level, you want to know why?
Go ahead.
It's because of my height.
Oh, really? I knew she had an issue with that. The way you said that she said what she said.
Yeah. Because she was taller than me, it's made her seem like, I guess, I couldn't keep her safe, or I couldn't keep her, whatever she had felt at that time, she felt it.
I just feel like if a dude listen, if you have a list of 10 things and a person has 9 of them, I feel like you have to ask yourself, like, am I gonna find the next person who I find, or the people who I have previously talked to, did they have the height plus everything else that this man had? And if it's not that big of a deal, like, do you really need that 10th one? And I feel like if you really don't, you need to stay where you at. So she probably should have stayed where she was at, but go ahead.
Yeah, she did. She did. She really stopped talking to me because I wasn't tall. Like, every person she dated
told
was
you that?
tall. Huh?
She told you that?
Yes. She mustered up the fact of, I'm not, which I appreciated.
Well, you didn't need her anyway with her badass child. But go ahead.
Nah, I was actually happy. I was actually happy, but boy.
What did he do?
I was like, damn. Huh? He was just bad. He was bad. He would like just run around, which he did have a lot of energy. Boys have a lot of energy. That's no problem. Take him outside. Take him to the park. Let that energy get brung down. Like, come on.
Where was his daddy at?
His daddy was somewhere. He was there.
Oh, his daddy was in his life.
Yeah.
Okay.
His daddy was definitely in his life.
Well, so he needed a whooping. Or so. Let me not say whooping because we just had a conversation about this a few episodes ago.
Nah, he definitely had to, like, they got to do something with him. I don't know how he is now, but Lord have mercy.
I just feel like if he wasn't listening to her at the age of 5, it only got worse.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't wait to, and I have always said this, you got to check kids immediately. Don't wait until they get about 10 years old to try to check them. They haven't been listening for the last 5 years. No. And if you can't check them, what makes you think that this man coming in is going to be able to check them? Because I feel like some kids or some people, oh, Jesus, feel like if my parent can't tell me anything, what makes you think that you can come in and say something?
Right.
But, yeah.
But I've, for one, did not like try and check him. I wanted to so bad, but I didn't say anything on the account of his mother. I don't know what her parenting. Well, I've seen what her parenting style is. She just lets him do anything, and I ain't like that. I ain't like that at all. She just literally she let him, and she laughs about it too. Like that's her friend.
And that's a lot of parents' problem. They want to be their kid's friend till they start hitting them upside the head.
Mm-hmm.
And embarrassing you in public, honey. I do.
Oh yeah.
I don't play that. Do not embarrass. I don't play that with anybody. Do not embarrass me in public. No. But this just when you said something about you wanted to thump him.
I really did.
It made me think about one thing that I do not like, and I should have included this in the episode about disciplining your kids. I should have included this, but I'm going to include it right now. You know how, I don't know, okay, you know how some men punch their kids, punch their son?
Mm-hmm.
I do not like that. I have always said, if my man ever thinks that he gonna ball his fist up and punch my son, he got another thing coming. I don't care if you feel like that makes them tough. Do not punch my child, because then I'm gonna have to punch you. So don't punch my child. I'm not gonna play that. And I'm gonna let him know, if your daddy punch you, you better let me know. No, you are not gonna. That is abusive. You are not gonna punch my child, honey. No.
Can't do it, and I won't do it. I think there's other ways of disciplining, though.
And why would you want to punch your child like he a grown man? In the chest at that.
There's different ways of punishing besides like the physicalities. Like if you want, I feel like a lot of men do that for physical strength. You want them to do that, bro? Work them out. Go. Take him run drills or something. Make him do push-ups till he can't do it no more. You don't have to put your hands on him. I know one thing that I did do with my daughter, and it made her, because I have some big hands. I know I have real big hands. I think I probably touched my daughter once, and the way she cried made me cry. And I said, never again. Yeah. Yeah, so I just, what I did was I started mentally challenging her, like mentally challenging her to her physical capacity. Meaning, like I would tell her get, squat on the wall, do wall squats, right? Mm-hmm. Tell her hold her hands out, and I get the biggest books that I can find and tell her, you better not drop these books.
Okay, prison.
You better not drop these books. And it worked. It worked. She don't want to get on that wall. Legs was shaking. She was, oh my God.
Okay, so you made her cry.
Yeah.
And then you cried.
Mm-hmm.
You cried with her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like men are the softest when it comes to their daughters.
Oh, we definitely are.
My dad tore me down one time. I mean, tore me to pieces. Him and my mom were talking. I don't know how old I was, but they were talking, and then I think I needed something as far as my homework, and they were still talking, like not listening to me, so I slammed the book on the table. Like in the middle of them, just slammed the book on the table, and then they both just stopped talking and looked at me, and my dad gave me this look, and I was like, Lord, he about to tear me to pieces. And I was like, what? I was just trying to get your attention. Honey, he tore me to pieces. I think that was the only whooping I've ever gotten. But he tore me to pieces. Like, tore me up.
I would have did the same thing. You're behind.
I did have a bad habit of slamming doors when I was younger. Like, you piss me off, I'm just walking in my room and slamming the door. And then if I didn't get a reaction, I might, let's just say, go to the bathroom, come back, slam it even harder, just so I can get a reaction. But I'm not that girl anymore. I've grown. Hopefully, I don't have a daughter that slammed the door. I hope not.
Yeah. Nah, but by the way, your attitude be set up. I hope.
Don't be doing me.
I'm just saying, you know.
People just bother me. That's all.
Hey. Hopefully they don't bother her or him.
Who?
Whenever you do have a child.
I hope not. I hope not. It was something I was going to ask you as far as, I think it was discipline or, okay. So, okay, I do have a question since you're a parent. I just feel like I got 50 things to ask. So.
Baby, listen, you can ask me anything. Ask me anything. I'm well open-minded to even talk about it. So whatever you want to talk, let's go.
Feel like I got to start calling you Mr. Dom because it's just.
Yeah. You gotta refer to me as King, sir.
Lord. You know what? I feel like that's somebody's. I seen that on Twitter. Like that's somebody's name, and they're a Dom.
Yeah.
I feel like I seen that on Twitter.
Is that right?
I really do feel like I seen that, and he was in a video with this girl. But anyways, back on topic. Because this is kid friendly, so we're gonna keep it. So, as far as rules go, let's just say you had a son. Because, you know, some parents let their boys do stuff that they won't let their daughters do. Like, let's just say the daughters can't stay out when the sun goes down. But you'll let your son stay out till 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Which do you feel like you would be that type of parent? And why do you feel like dads do that?
Well, honestly, I'm not speaking on that behalf because I'm not at that she's not at that age yet for me to say that. Neither do I have a son. Mm-hmm. But what I can speak on is I do have some friends that do that. And I can see the reason why they do that. So, a lot of the times, like just for that instance, they'll let the boys stay out till 9, 10 o'clock. With the girls, they got to be in by 8 o'clock. You know, it's more of the protection for the girls. Girls are, when it comes to girls, you want to keep a girl as feminine as possible. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that she understands she has to roam in her femininity, as well as a man has to roam in his masculinity. So by them teaching them that early in life, you'll have a lot more, a better chance of attracting that opposite. You know what I'm saying? But more of the reason why the women are brought in a lot earlier is because we got a lot of people out here in this world that they're just sickos, and we don't want anything happening to our baby girls.
Okay, so let me pause you there. So let's just say, example, all the kids are outside in the neighborhood. Like, you can literally look out the door and see them.
Mm.
But you tell your daughter to come in as soon as the sun goes down. Mm-hmm. Although she is outside with her brothers. And she's outside with her brothers, her friends, you know, kids in the neighborhood. But you still tell your daughter to come inside.
Oh, me personally, no.
Not you, but men. Because my dad was one of those people. Like, I had to be in the house. Me, pretty much all the girls had to be in the house. And I used to hate it. It used to piss me off. It still pisses me off right now. But
well,
I never understood it.
I would still say that's more for protection. It's more for protection, and also to you know, bask in that femininity. Remember, by the time y'all, let's say y'all did come in at the same time, right? Now, y'all possibly fighting over because your mom told you y'all go bathe so y'all can get ready for dinner. Now both of y'all fighting on who going to take a shower first, right? Because y'all kids, y'all want to eat, y'all hungry. Mm-hmm. Want me to eat and take a shower. So now y'all fighting over who's going in there and take a shower first. Now, only on top of that, another thing is for you to bask in your femininity and to learn those extra different things like cooking, like cleaning, like doing different things. Now, don't get me wrong. That's another topic, especially about the gender roles. But
I just did an episode about that.
I know. But even with that, that's a different topic. But for a woman to really know those essentials as a woman, it should be taught early. So of course, you want to be a kid. You're still gonna be a kid. You're still gonna go outside play, but you're gonna get called there early because you need the first shower and you need to help mom with cooking and you know, setting the table. just as well as whenever you finish, you probably didn't wash the dishes, did you?
Oh, I was on rotation.
Okay, somebody was on rotation with that, but I'm quite sure your brothers or something washed the dishes afterwards or did something. I know definitely for sure they took out the garbage.
Pause real quick. Okay, as far as my brothers taking out the trash, they did or my dad did. So, right. Yeah.
So, with them doing that, that means that you never did once touch the trash because you made sure that they were fed or help mom helping them be fed. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna keep it like this. So basically in my household, it was me, I was the only boy. And it was I have two sisters. Mm-hmm. Now, although my mom, she always made sure that my sisters knew how to cook. She never even once taught me how to cook. She always made sure my sisters came in. So, of course, when I come in from outside playing, take a shower, get ready to eat. You know, after I finish eating, it's either they'll wash the dishes or I'll wash the dishes sometimes. But if the dishes are already washed, then I definitely take the garbage out, make sure the garbage is taken to the front for the garbage man to collect, all that good stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. There has been times because even growing up, I would always, every summer, I would always go to my grandmother's house because my mom, she worked during the summer and everything like that. So, during that time while I was at grandma's house, I was supposed to be playing football, playing Optimist Little League football. And my mom never signed me up. She ain't never had the time to do none of that. So, guess what I did?
Cooked.
I stayed home and cooked with grandma. She taught me the basic essentials. She taught me how to clean. She taught me how to do laundry. She taught me how to cook. She taught me how to do it all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, when it comes to that, of course, like I said, you want to make sure that your female child is bask in her femininity, just as well as your male child want him to bask in his masculinity. But at the same time, I want them to learn responsibility on both ends.
Right.
That's me personally. So it wouldn't be like you said rotation. It'd be a rotation for everybody. It wouldn't be no, hey, little girl, come in, let your brothers play, blah, blah, blah. No. You come in when your brothers come in. When your brothers come in, y'all good.
That's how it should be.
The boy's going to always take up for their sister.
I got beat up a few times.
They're going to always protect their sibling.
No, they're
no
not.
Matter what.
I got beat up a few times.
Oh, Lord.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Lord.
I'm kidding.
I was about to say, because I was always taught to protect my sister. One fights, we all fight. Same thing.
They were overprotective.
That was just always embedded in our head. So we always took care of each other.
Oh, man. I didn't get beat up, y'all.
I hope not.
I did. It would be bad if I got beat up and my siblings were there and just watched me get beat up.
Oh, yeah.
We all getting a whooping when we get inside.
All y'all.
Oh, man. But one thing I have never liked is when one person gets a whooping, you all get one. Never liked it.
Why is that?
What you mean, why? Why should I get whooped? I ain't do nothing.
I mean, because you're supposed to be there for them.
What I'm gonna do if my mama whooping them?
Oh, you talking about actually doing the whooping? My bad. You're right. I'm talking about the situation to the reason why they getting a whooping. That's the reason why I'm trying to.
They should get whooped if they sat there and watch me get beat up. They should get beat down. Let me not say that. Lord forgive me. I don't mean it in an abusive way. But I feel like that right there, if you sit there and watch your sibling get beat up, beat up.
I think that's definitely something.
Your parents need to tear it up when you get in the house. Okay, so Uncle Elroy, or what I said I was gonna call you, Dom. Do you?
You can call me anything, baby.
Do you have anything else that you would like to add? And remember, say your social medias if you would like.
Oh, okay. Well, I just want to say, I appreciate you first and foremost having me on the show. I think it is a great show, y'all. Whatever y'all do, go ahead and follow Ree. Follow. This is a great podcast from
Don't make me blush.
It's a great podcast. It's up and coming, but it's definitely great. The topics are always phenomenal. She's a great artist. She's somebody who you can definitely talk to about anything. And yeah, if y'all have any little topic, go ahead and send it to her, voice notes or whatever it may be. Send it to her because she'll definitely discuss it. So yeah, this is definitely something worth talking about, and I appreciate it. Real and Raw with Bree.
Yes.
But if you guys ever wanna follow me, you can definitely follow me on Snapchat. Snapchat is main_entree ENTREE 25. Or
Entree like the meal.
Entree, yeah, entree.
I have to follow you because I don't think we follow each other.
No, you don't.
Y'all want to hear a backstory to us?
Huh?
Me and him stopped talking.
Ooh, Lord.
And I'm not really sure. I don't know. I know I'm not sure why we stopped talking.
I know. I know exactly why.
But we fell off before that time, though.
Yeah, we fell off twice, and this is our third time coming back. But I appreciate you.
Did we argue the first time? We did.
We never argued.
We had a disagreement the first time, I think.
Yeah, it was definitely a disagreement.
Oh, okay. I remember exactly what it was about.
Mm-hmm.
I do. But he's back now. Hopefully he doesn't go anywhere.
I'm back.
Hopefully he doesn't go anywhere, you know.
No, I ain't going nowhere.
I feel like he might get cuffed and not talk to me anymore.
The crazy part about it is I never left. I never deleted her number on my phone. None of that. It was just a little period in between.
I deleted him on Snapchat.
That's crazy.
Did I delete you on Twitter or never?
No, you never deleted me off Twitter. We never deleted each other.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
But
if y'all ever want to follow me on Twitter and ever see what type of women I like, you can always follow me at Big Shot Hola 2. BIGSHOT HOLDUP 2.
And go look at his likes, okay? And I have always said this. If you want to see what type of man you dealing with, go look at his likes. Okay? Go look at him.
You lucky they can't see my bookmarks. That's a different story.
Honey?
Oh, that's a different
story. Can people see when you bookmark their post?
They can see when somebody bookmark it, but they don't know who.
Okay. Because I be bookmarking, so I just want to know.
Oh, yeah, I definitely be bookmarking, too.
And on titties... Oop, sorry. Whoop.
See, we go behind that.
I forgot. Kid-friendly.
Mm-hmm.
On Tuesdays, though, go look at his likes. But he might bookmark them. Do you bookmark them or you like them?
I bookmark them.
Oh, well, sorry, y'all. I'm sure it's a few in there, so...
Yeah, I might slip up sometime and like something, but you'll never know.
The ladies love him up there, though.
No, they don't.
On Twitter, yes, they do. They used to.
Nobody don't love me.
Yeah.
I'm ugly out here in these streets. They don't want me.
And every time a dude say that, he lying.
Whatever.
Every single time.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, do you have any other social medias?
No, that's about it. I mean, besides Facebook.
They don't need to add you up there?
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
That's... sorry.
Sheesh. But no, I don't use Facebook like that anyway. But...
And even if he did, no.
Oh, man. Okay.
This is my little friend, though.
I'm sorry, I don't have IG, so.
I'll post his social medias below. So you ladies can follow him. He is in I was about to say something. I can't say it on this episode. Okay, I'm going to say it, but this part is not kid friendly. So just end it right here. But add him on his social medias. And he is interested in becoming a dom if you would like him to be. You would have to pay him for his late night phone conversation specials.
Man, you making me want to create an OnlyFans.
You should. I started to tell you that earlier. Wow. You should. And you know what?
Maybe it should be your thing, right?
It should. And speaking for, and just some advice, because I like listening to, when I watch porn, I'm just mad that this is on the parenting episode. But for somebody that likes to I love porn, but let me not say it like that. But for somebody that loves it, I love listening to the audio. I don't really care about seeing the person, but like talking, like
you
nasty
don't need the
talking.
audio at all.
I do need the audio.
I mean, you don't need the visual.
I don't, honey. I'm gonna make my own visual when you tell me what to do.
Yes.
So yes, you should do that. I feel like I might subscribe so I can have some audio, cause it's hard to find it on Pornhub.
Wow.
It is. It's really hard.
Make it a ASMR.
Oh yes, and people love that.
Yeah.
If only they accepted that on YouTube, but they would totally kick you off. But
of course. You definitely make that an SMR. ASMR.
I thought it was ASMR.
No, ASMR.
I thought people pronounced it ASMR.
I don't know what they pronounce it, but it's,
you're the only person I've heard say ASMR.
I mean, I say it because it's you break it down, it's a synonym.
And
not synonym. I'm sorry. Shucks.
Not shucks.
I can't think of the word, but it stands for something.
I feel like I know the word, but I can't think of it.
It's all right. We can come back to it.
Yes, I support the OnlyFans, and I'm sure the ladies would too.
Man, if I have one, definitely.
You should start up something because you have a nice voice.
I appreciate it.
I heard I do too, but I can't tell you what to do. Like, I can't. Even if, like, I had a man and he wanted to have, like, phone sex, because I would totally do it with my man.
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell you what to do. Like, I can't. I prefer you to tell me. Now, if I'm really feeling it, like, in person or something, I'm going to tell you what to do. But, yeah. We support the OnlyFans, though. We do.
Definitely.
I'm going to try to get him to do it. Tell him to work on it every day.
Just like I appreciate you in doing your podcast. You know how long we've been talking about this?
I know.
I'm just glad you really started it.
Fell off, came back. Oh, man. It was something I was about to say. I did say that I was going to get up here and read my sexual stories. But I feel like I might have to do subscriptions with those. Because I feel like I shouldn't just put that out there as a regular episode. I feel like people should pay for that. Because it's going to be sexual. So then I feel like I got to get into it, moan a little bit, you know. So
hey, just let me know when you do it. I'll be right there. There.
But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up.
Definitely, y'all follow Real and Raw with Reed podcast on all social media networks, all podcast networks, Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. Wherever you can find a podcast, y'all go and follow. I appreciate it.
And make sure y'all follow Mr. Dom, okay?
Appreciate appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me. You're awesome.
So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. Thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. Continue to rate, continue to share, continue to comment. And I would like to hear from y'all. Send in your voice notes, letting me know how you feel about this episode. What would you do in this situation? How do you feel about it? Yes, because I love to hear from y'all. And some of y'all have already asked you guys to send me, your voice notes. Those of you that are parents, I do prefer parents because, we could give our opinions about how we would do things, but I feel like you never really know until you are in that situation. So yes, parents, please tap in, send me your voice notes, all of that good stuff. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.